Hi, my name is Ruth and I'm a reformed fashion addict. Thank you for watching my presentation about the environmental impact of fast fashion. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to my local shopping centre to quickly pick something up and I just duck into Zara or H&M to see what they've got and I walk out with a new dress for $50. It wasn't until I moved house and my wardrobe decreased in size and very quickly began overflowing that I was faced with what do I do with all these clothes? And if I had bags and bags of unwanted garments, everyone else must too. And I've never stopped and wondered, where do they go? But also, where do they come from? Once I began my research, I uncovered some startling statistics and began to really uncover the ugly side to high street fashion. Australians are spending a staggering $20.4 billion on fashion every year, but all of those new purchases lead to exploding wardrobes across the country, and we're dumping over 500,000 tonnes of leather and textiles in landfill annually. The way consumers shop for clothing is now driven substantially by the continual rise of fast fashion, a business model adopted by the likes of H&M and Zara. It became successful in the 90s and is typified by accessible, affordable and on-trend garments designed and manufactured by the retail outlet themselves. Manufacturing often occurs in developing countries where labour costs are cheaper and environmental laws are relaxed, with emphasis on an optimised supply chain ensuring garments reach consumers quickly, often within 2 weeks of the design phase. Fashion has become the world's second largest polluter, and the environmental consequences have been far-reaching. There are reports of waterways adjacent to garment factories no longer supporting life because of unethical dumping of dyes and waste. The extensive logistics needed to facilitate the rapid movement of clothing from design phase to shop floor results in significant air contamination. And finally, an oversupply of low-quality clothing with a short lifespan is rapidly discarded to landfill, the volume simply too great for recycling facilities to manage. However, even if that wasn't the case, garments are often made from synthetic fibre blends which cannot be recycled and break down into harmful microplastics. Public pressure has seen fast fashion companies begin to make improvements, including the ethical disposal of factory waste and dyes, building clothing factories closer to the point of sale to minimise logistics, and implementing garment recycling programs. However, the very nature of fast fashion is based on the rapid turnover of garments, inhibiting the business model from ever becoming truly environmentally sustainable. Ultimately, the environmental sustainability of fashion rests with the consumer. As individuals, we need to adopt slow fashion practices, educate ourselves on which brands are environmentally sound, make a conscious choice about where we source our garments, opt for garments which have a longer life expectancy and a repair policy. We can shop on eBay or at thrift stores. But the best thing we can do is remain committed to the cause, with current research suggesting consumers want to support environmentally sustainable companies, but the pinch is felt at the checkout where consumers continue to opt for products which perform similarly but are available at a lower price point. Environmental sustainability and ethics of fast fashion has seen increased public interest in the last 10 years and has fed an abundance of emotive, poorly researched articles. To avoid sensationalized information, I used Google Scholar to source peer-reviewed articles and sought out expert researchers. It was important to research information across a broad date range to gain historical insight into the environmental implications of fast fashion since its inception, how and what improvements have been implemented, any benefits experienced from those changes, and recent research presenting current environmental sustainability issues. The environmental impact of fast fashion throughout the supply chain is suitable for students in Year 7 and relates to the content descriptor, Science as a Human Endeavour. In particular, how solutions to contemporary issues that are found using science and technology may impact on other areas of society and may involve ethical considerations. Students will be encouraged to consider how human activity in the community can have positive and negative effects on the sustainability of ecosystems. They will be able to explore how fast fashion has been detrimental to the environment, but also how changes made to the fast fashion supply chain in more recent years have led to improvements in the ecosystem. Cross-curriculum links can be made through associating fast fashion with media and arts. The best part? Educating future generations about how their individual choices impact the global environment.